Hey guys, so last week I announced I'm going to be setting up a merchandise store selling things like t-shirts, hats and mugs. I've decided to set that store up using the platform Shopify rather than Zazzle, Etsy and other e-commerce platforms, and in this video I'm going to announce why that is. So last week I announced the failure of my first dropshipping store and the idea of setting up a merchandise store coming out of that. The reason my dropshipping store failed really is I think bad product choice. The bottle wasn't unique, there were too many competitors selling the products, I couldn't compete on price, and it was too readily accessible. So the thinking with the merchandise store is I can design a unique product, there's going to be no competition for my unique design that I make, and it just gives me more control over what I want to sell, the price I want to sell it for. So I spent the last week looking at Etsy, Zazzle, Shopify, and a few other t-shirt and like product websites, but those are the three I'm going to focus on. Those were the three best ones, and I whittled it down to Shopify. I'm going to explain why that is now. So I started looking at the site Etsy. Like, Etsy is the store name that I knew the most out of the three. I figured it's the most popular, it's going to have the biggest audience to sell to, so it seemed like, you know, the logical choice to go with. But when I started looking into Etsy, I realized that Etsy really, it's just a storefront. It's a place where artists can go, display their products, and hope to be found by the millions of people that use Etsy to find unique products. The thing with Etsy was, once you make a sale on there, it's completely down to the artist to manufacture the product and post the product. So I'm thinking of making t-shirts, hats, mugs. If I, designed a mug and then it's sold on the site, I'd have to find a mug manufacturer to print my design on their mug. Then I'd have to go pick that design up, package the mug up and send it to the person that had ordered it to me. It's like, I've been stressing in the last few videos, I've been stressing for a long time really, and I've really recently just finished a book called The Millionaire Fast Lane that stresses it even more, that you need to have as automated a business as possible. If you want to try and get some passive income from online business, you really want to have it automated so you're doing the important creative work, and any work that can be outsourced is. But with Etsy, I'd be spending all of my time, once I got an order come in, I'd be spending the majority of my time making the product. And I didn't want to spend my time doing that. I wanted to use my time to innovate, create new designs, and market my products. So I moved away from Etsy. It just seemed too hands-on, and yeah, like it would take too much creative time away from me. So upon learning that's how the business model Etsy used, I then became aware of print-on-demand services. So the way these online services work is you have your store, you build your store through these platforms, so through Zazzle or through Shopify. You can upload your designs to the websites, create your store, a customer can come find your design, find your t-shirt, find your hat, and make an order. But when they make an order through that store that's connected through Zazzle or through Shopify, the order, you get a confirmation you've had a new order come through, but the order information goes straight through to Zazzle, and it's then their responsibility to create that product and to ship it to the customer for you. It's more in line with the dropshipping model. It's a passive income source. You do the work originally to upload your designs, but once that design's uploaded and you've got your mock-ups of what your t-shirt will look like and what your hat will look like and what your mug will look like, it's completely down to that platform to send your products to your customers. And this is completely more in line with the type of business I want to set up. So when I found these print-on-demand type services, that's where I started to focus. I moved away from Etsy completely, and I really whittled it down to Zazzle and Shopify. They seem to have the broadest product selection. You can make pillows, tote bags, iPhone cases, laptop cases, and as I said already, hats, mugs. You can make all of those products with these platforms. So these are the two I focused on. And the reason I chose Shopify in the end over Zazzle is for two reasons. One, with Zazzle, when you upload your products and you create your storefront, your store lives on the Zazzle platform. So say I made a store called my t-shirt store, for instance. The website address to get to my store would be something like www.zazzle.com/mytshirtstore. And all you're doing there really is you're reinforcing the Zazzle brand. It's much harder to build your own business, your own brand, if you're branching off someone else's brand. But with Shopify, you buy your domain name, your URL, you buy your hosting on whatever web provider you want to find, and then you can import that brand that you've already bought somewhere else into your Shopify store and run your Shopify store on your own website. So with Shopify, you can really control and look after your own brand. I've just finished reading The Millionaire Fastlane, as I just mentioned earlier. You should buy it if you are interested in making your own business, creating a business that can really explode and make you a lot of money, and also a business that runs automatically and passively, so it gives you the time to focus on scaling it up, marketing. It's a really good book. I'll put a link below to buy that on Amazon. But back to my original point, as the book mentions, and I've learned before, it's really important to control your own personal brand, and with Shopify, you just have more control. The second reason that I went with Shopify over Zazzle is you get way more profits from going with Shopify. For some reason, the prices with Zazzle compared to the prices on Shopify, like the original prices before you've added your profit margin, were so much higher to make a product on Zazzle than they were Shopify. The way both platforms work is you have your basic cost for each product, so your mugs, hats, t-shirts, you have your basic cost that both of those platforms charge, and then you kind of have a slider, or you can type in a manual amount of profit on top of that you want to make for yourself personally. But obviously the higher the original product is, I mean, there's only a certain price you can charge for a t-shirt. So say for instance you charge $22 for a t-shirt. If that t-shirt costs you $10 originally from Zazzle, you're going to make $12 profit for every shirt you sell. But if it costs you $5 originally from Shopify, what's the maths? You're going to make $17 for every t-shirt you sell. So the base cost for each product was really important here. And Shopify just won hands down. So on both of those tests, control over your brand and profit potential, Shopify won hands down. So that's what I'm going to do moving forwards. I'm going to use Shopify over Zazzle. There was other sites as well I won't bother naming, but Etsy as well. I'm going to go with Shopify. I'm going to start off making t-shirts, and then my plan is if I do some successful designs that sell on t-shirts, I'll then spend some time changing that over to hats, mugs, etc. But to start off, I'm going to start with t-shirts with a plan to scale up if this works after I start putting Facebook advertising into it and really focusing on getting some marketing to get people to see my products. Yeah, so I've rambled on a little bit, but I've done quite a lot this week, and I've just basically had a mind dump here and wanted to get all off my chest and share with you guys. Keep an eye out with the channel. Hopefully the store should be up in a couple of weeks and you guys can see the designs I'm thinking of using. Hopefully the designs are even interesting to you guys and you might want to get some yourself. But I'll make sure to keep you updated along the way of any mistakes that happen, anything I learn, and any successes I get. So if you guys try and do this yourself, you can use my videos as a guide, as a tutorial on how to do this yourself. So that's it for me this week. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, starting up already, make sure you do. I release a video every Thursday where I'm exploring new online business ideas and personal finance from the position of a complete rookie. I don't know what I do when I started this, and it's all new learning material for me. And I share everything I learn with you guys. I share my successes, but I also share my failures. So if this is something you're looking to do yourself, you can really learn from the mistakes I make and, make a plan not to do them yourself when you do this for yourself. So make sure to check the channel out. Like I said, I release a video every Thursday. Have a good week in the meantime, and between now and then, I'll see you next Thursday. Bye.